Well, we're all just animals anyway. It's a matter of what animal you are. When you're having conflict or something with somebody, if you can put them in the context of an animal and what animal they are, you can probably deal with them because you can learn how to deal with them. You know, it's like I say, if somebody monkey like, here, give him a banana now, get out of my face and leave me alone. Is you happy now? You got a banana. But I mean, you know, or a lion or a tiger or an elephant, you know, because it used to be all those shows on, you know, National Geographic and stuff, and animals in their natural surrounding and how they act and how they react, and the lion and what his role was. If you can put people in them kind of, if you can find their animal, you can deal with them. You could absolutely, I believe you could absolutely deal with them. And, you know, lions are not meant to be dealt with.
This used to be called the black area.
We're kind of on.
People been there when that same $500 million house was only worth $40,000.
No wall.
And born and raised, and have raised generations. You got to value that.
The people
and the history and the tradition.
On MLK, as it was called today, lived right around the corner. They lived right in the community, so we didn't have very far to go. But now,
the crack cocaine came to Portland, especially if you are a minority, and it got out of hand in the low-income part of town, or the part of town of color.
Portland has changed dramatically since the 60s.
African Americans, when they came over here, they were not allowed to settle in the valley. They were rejected, so they settled up what we call the West Hills, and they had bought that land there. From what I understand is that after the Vanport flood, the whites that had been established here in the Portland Valley had wanted to move where the blacks moved, so they finally bought that land by buying pieces of it at a time. And what they did was they bought people that were willing to sell the land, families that were willing to sell the land, and the families that were bought, they paid different parts of the families, because land is owned by the whole family. But as you acquire the deed on which one member of the family, and you acquire all that, you acquire most of the property, and then it just pushes the blacks out, and they started moving back down here into the northeast side. And I know that when they did, this part of town was jumping. There was something happening here. You could see chrome-plated cars driving down the street at night. Nightclubs open, restaurants open. It was just a place to be. And I don't know what happened that made it change. But what we have now is that we have the African American community being moved out into the Beaverton, Gresham areas, and now we have mixed Latinos and whites moving in here, establishing businesses. You don't see very many African American or black businesses in this area anymore. So there's a phase that's going on, and right now the phase is that it moves the African Americans out and the whites in at this time.
What's the deal with all of these black folks and these African American folks moving out here, and what are we going to do about it? We can't afford to live anywhere else, so we're coming to live right next to you, and you're going to have to figure out how to deal with it. And the folks that are in the community that we moved away from don't really have to worry a whole bunch about us coming back, because it's real simple. You won't see ungentrification.
Analogy about a relationship between you and a train. You can be in front, in the way, be on the side watching,